friends, thank you for coming to today's assembly. You are in a treat. April is Poetry Month in our country, and our first graders have prepared a wonderful poetry presentation for you. I will get out of the way and turn it over to them, but let's give them a warm, big round of applause.
This month, or month of April, that's better, thank you. And we also have a lovely spring song to sing to you. So my class, Mrs. Heroux's class is going to be reciting all Shel Silverstein poems. So that's what we decided to work on for our part of the presentation. And Mrs. Sette's class, they got into groups and they wrote their own poems. So they wrote different types of poems together, and they're going to be reciting the poems that they wrote to you together. Okay, so without further ado, let's give our first graders a round of applause and get them excited.
When the trees whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbows bent, my spine is straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk, I cannot hear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail and my heart is what? What's that?
I have 5 friends receiving a leaf in the Forest of Virtue today. My first friend is Michael Hogan, and Michael is receiving a leaf today for temperance and justice because Michael has shown his ability to be a leader in our class by mastering his impulses. So that means when it's like you really want to have fun and go crazy, but you don't do that, right? You do the right thing, make good choices all the time. He's a great role model in our class. I am really proud of him. He's a respectful and kind friend. Awesome job. This is my friend Lucia Perkins, and Lucia is receiving a leaf today for prudence because she shows integrity. And what she does is, she's very true to herself, Miss Lucia, right? She has very strong opinions about things, and she sticks to what she believes in, even if it's not the most popular opinion, right? So you stick to it, right? So she has a great sense of right and wrong, and she always wants to make good choices and make sure everybody else does too. Awesome job, Lucia. This is my friend Brody, who has a great smile. And Brody is receiving a leaf today for temperance because Brody shows he's very organized. Right, Brody? He likes his backpack packed a certain way, and his lunchbox is always nice and neat, right? He's always organizing his pencil box, right? The markers are on one side, and the crayons on the other side, the pencils on the other. You can't close it a certain way. You have to close it one way and not the other way, right? Goes in your desk a certain way. He does an awesome job. He's very organized. Great work, Brody. Hasni's getting so tall. Hasni is receiving a leaf today for prudence because Hasni always makes wise choices. She is a great role model. She cares less about who's right and more about doing the right thing, right? And she is a great role model in our first grade class. Very proud of you, Hasni. Great job. And this is Emma Fiorello. And Emma is the last friend getting a leaf because I thought I gave her one already. Right? I thought I gave her one on the first day we could, but I didn't, and it took me a while to realize that I didn't, right? Because I kept saying, no, you already got one. No, I didn't. And I'm like, I know I gave you one, right? Because you deserved one, like, 100 and so many days ago, right? So but Emma never, ever said, when am I going to get one? When am I going to get one? You forgot. She's just a great, wonderful example of all the virtues. So I gave her a leaf for all the virtues.
Could I please have my friends Sophie and Sophia and Lena and Danny Y and Holly? I can take a selfie. Okay, you guys. Go ahead. My friend Sophie has been waiting a very long time to receive her leaf. And Sophie is getting her leaf for enthusiasm. What does it mean to be enthusiastic? To be really excited. For enthusiasm and also for fortitude. Sophie is very bright. She is very dedicated. She is one of the most enthusiastic participators. That means she's always participating in class that I've ever had in a really long time. Sophie has great input when it comes to every single subject, especially science and social studies. She loves to share her knowledge, and she does so with lots of excitement. It can be really hard to be patient sometimes, right? But she's done a really nice job being patient and making sure that others get to share their ideas and have their turns too, even when she's super excited to share something. I love her hard work and dedication and her desire to do well and always try to please her teachers. Nice job, Sophie. All right, my friend Holly is receiving her leaf today for fortitude and for perseverance. And I could have given these things to Holly on the first day of school, the very first day of school. But instead, Holly waited all year long for it, but she did an awesome job. Holly could have received her leaf for a lot of different reasons. She is getting recognition today for her fortitude and her perseverance. She puts her all into her work every day, and she never does what? Never gives up. She never gives up, no matter how difficult something is. She does it with all of her enthusiasm, and she puts her all into it. She'll ask for help if she needs it, but if she doesn't, she'll just do it all independently and never ever complain about it. She works hard in math, even when it can be really challenging sometimes, and her reading skills have soared through the roof this year. She went from being a little bit of a struggler to being an awesome, awesome reader, and I'd love to hear her read out loud. Nice job, Holly. My friend Lena today is receiving her leaf for being kind and respectful. And again, I could have given this to you on the first day of school for being kind and respectful. And Lena waited a long time to hear that. Every time I ring the bell or do anything to get someone's attention, she's always what? Yeah, you're almost always the first one to look and listen. She has super manners. She always remembers to say please and thank you and excuse me when someone is talking. She also has a fantastic work ethic. That means you work really, really hard, and you don't hand in anything unless you've done it to the absolute best of your ability, right? Do you ever hand in something like incomplete or just like really messy or anything? Never, never. She does it to the absolute best of her ability, and she has that kind, sweet smile in class every day. Nice job. Danny Young, he is receiving his leaf today for fortitude, for working really hard, and also for perseverance, for never giving up. And Danny deserves recognition because he has done an unbelievable job in reading all year long. He's done a great job in everything, but reading especially has been his big, big strong point this year. Was reading kind of hard in the beginning of the year? Yeah, how is it now? Yeah, it is. It's really good now. Sometimes when things are tough, it's hard to not want to give up, and Danny never did that. All of his hard work paid off. He has transformed into an unbelievable reader. His confidence is so much stronger, and he sounds now like he's been reading fluently for 2 years. Nice job, Danny. Sophia, that happy smile. Sophia is receiving her leaf today for enthusiasm and for generosity. Sophia deserves recognition because she loves to share things with her friends. She likes to bring things in, and she gets very excited when she can hand something out to everyone. It makes her feel really good, doesn't it? Yep. She's also a very enthusiastic learner. She raises her hand to participate in almost every class lesson that we do, and she does so with lots of excitement, right? She's very polite and cheerful with her teachers, and she comes into school. What do you say when you come into school every single morning? Yeah, with good morning with that beautiful smile on her face, and she comes in and says that to her teachers and friends every morning, and we love that. Nice job. Danny Halloran, absolutely last and absolutely not least. And that's why I'm sitting for this assembly, because I thought it would be fun for all of us to sit with Danny. And Danny has done an amazing job. As you can see, he had an accident a couple of months ago. And his amazing strength and patience during this whole time has been unbelievable. He missed almost 2 weeks of school. He came back and got right back into the swing of things with no problem. Whenever he needed help, he asked so very politely. He decided on his own that he would invite everyone in the class to join him for lunch without being asked to do that, and made sure that he invited every single person before he started re-inviting some of his friends again. And I commented on how proud I was of him because he did that all on his own. I did not ask them to do it. And I said, why did you do it? And he said, I wanted to be what? Fair. I wanted to be fair to everyone. And I loved to hear that. He's done an amazing job. He's getting stronger every day, right? I'm very proud of you. Okay, is this to Mrs. Finley? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, I was. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, so this is an extra special day for Julia this morning because, Julia, what day is it today? It's her birthday today. So I didn't even mean to give Julia a leaf on her birthday. I kind of just realized about 5 minutes ago. I said, today's Julia's birthday and she's getting a leaf. It's a super special day. And Julia's getting a leaf today for fortitude. And I said, Julia works hard at everything she does, and she does all of her work with a very positive and optimistic attitude. Even if she gets stuck, she has a super good attitude about it. She goes back to her desk, she thinks about it, and she's always successful because she has that great attitude. And I know I can always trust that Julia is making wise choices and positive decisions. She's a great member of our class and a very positive one. Awesome job, Julia. Happy birthday. My next friend getting a leaf is Katie Zersi. And Katie is nominated today for a leaf for justice. And I said Katie is a very caring and kind member of our class. And one thing I always notice about Katie is that she always has a smile, and she's always quick with a joke. And I noticed that if someone's in a bad mood, or even if Mrs. Finley's kind of not in the best mood, she always has something to say to make your day. She makes you feel better no matter what she does. And also, Katie, this isn't part of justice, but I've noticed this year that things that were maybe a little tricky for Katie in the beginning of the year, she's also worked really hard, and they're not so tricky anymore. Do you feel that way, Katie? She's been doing an awesome job, so congratulations. My next friend is Akalia, who is also getting a leaf for fortitude. And I have to say, in January, we all made New Year's resolutions. And I don't know about everybody here, but I usually kind of fall off my New Year's resolutions. I stop paying attention to them. But Akalia, did you stop paying attention to your New Year's resolution? No, she has been working on it since January. And have you been successful? She's been like super double thumbs up all the time. So she's done such a great job. And if you have a New Year's resolution that you want to talk about for next year, this is your girl because she's going to help you stick to it. And that is because of her fortitude. Congratulations. All right. And this is Brooke. Brooke is also getting a leaf for fortitude. There's a lot of fortitude-y people in my class, I think. Is that a word, Brooke, do you think? Fortitude-y? Probably not. That won't be a spelling word this week. So I said Brooke always takes her work very, very seriously. Is that right, Brooke? Do you ever rush through your work? Even once? Ever? No. Brooke always makes sure that what she's handing in is her absolute best work. Her handwriting is always neat. Even if she doesn't know how to spell something, Brooke, what do you do if you don't know how to spell something and you're taking a test? Do you get a certain book if you don't know how to spell something?
I get the dictionary.
I see you work with a dictionary all the time trying to figure out how to spell words, and it is such an awesome skill to have, and I'm so proud of how hard you are working all the time in our class. Congratulations, Brooke. And this is Akash. Akash, do you feel like you're in trouble right now? Your face looks like you might feel like you're in trouble. This is a good thing. Akash is getting a leaf today for justice. And I said Akash deserves this leaf for justice because he is a very loyal and dependable friend. We've had some times in our classroom where we've had friends who couldn't make it to lunch right away. And what do you do if someone can't make it to lunch? He always saves a spot for them. He makes sure they have their recess things, have their lunch downstairs. If someone goes home sick, what do you always offer to do, Akash? Always offers to pack them up. If we're getting packed up and someone's out of the room, Akash is the first person to jump in there and help someone out and get it done. I think that he is one of the best friends you could have in our classroom. I think you're very lucky if Akash is your friend. Congratulations. And my last but not least friend is Isabel. And Isabel is getting a leaf for
Prudence. And I said, Isabel always displays prudence in our classroom. And she also displays a lot of wisdom. And one thing I've noticed about Isabel is that she kind of seems like she's older than she is. And it's because she just acts so maturely and brings so much wisdom with her to everything she does. Are you the oldest person in our class, Isabel? No. Are you almost the youngest person in our class? She is. But you would never even know because she makes such wise decisions. She really models how a student should act in our class. And she's always doing her very best work. And I notice she's always adding things to our discussions, especially in social studies. And sometimes it's a time when it's easy to get off topic or talk about something that might not make sense. But Isabel always knows exactly what to add to our conversations. And we're very lucky to have you in our class.
We Assembly First Grade, awesome poems. Come on up on the stage. All right, here is my friend Alice Birchthorn. Where are you here, Alice? My friend Alice should get a leaf for being very, very patient because you've been wanting this leaf and wanting this leaf and wanting this leaf, haven't you? And you earned it. You did a great job with fortitude and perseverance and really, really working hard with reading and reading and reading some more. And your reading comprehension and your fluency skills are getting stronger and stronger and stronger because of all that hard work. And do you love reading?
A lot.
A lot. And I can tell, and I love to listen to you read. Awesome job, Alice. I don't want to give you anyone else's. Here is my friend, Grace Tusiri. Come on over here, buddy. And you are receiving a leaf for prudence. But you know what that word says? It's a big one. Try it. Dependability. Nice job. You must have a great teacher. Do you know what dependability? Are you nervous? Yeah. I put you on the spot? You can do it. All right, do you know what dependability is?
No.
It's when people can depend on you, right? You heard the word depend? It says right here that you always volunteer to help out, and I know when I give you something to do or I ask you to do something, it will get done, and you will do it correctly, and you will do it very, very well, and I love that. I really, really depend on you. Awesome job, Grace. And here is Lindsay. Don't get scared, Lindsay. You are receiving a leaf for kindness and helpfulness. Lindsay is always, always helpful. You volunteer whenever I need any help. If Mrs. Mauer needs any help, any friends need any help, do you volunteer to help out? Yes, you always do. And you're very thoughtful and kind when you do help out, and we really appreciate it. And we look people like you around, Lindsay, because we always need help. Is that good or bad? Bye, honey. And here is my friend Colin Clark. And Colin, you are receiving a leaf for temperance. And it says right here that you make great choices. And that's prudence, right? That's using your head. But I gave you a leaf for temperance because you make good choices when you're having a lot of fun and we're having fun in class. You're able to turn it around and get back to working and learning when we need to. I need lots of kids like you because sometimes we get silly, right? Yeah. Thanks, pal. And here is my friend Alex Yu, and you are receiving a leaf for prudence and mostly for manners. Because you use your head and you always know that you say, please, thank you, you're welcome. What do you say every morning when you come in? Good morning, Mrs. Weedman. And I love that. That's very, very polite. I love your manners and your patience. And I'm very proud of you. Nice job, my friend Alex. And last but not least is my friend Ellie Davis. And I am giving you, you want to try it? Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, that's a tough word. Do you know what being enthusiastic means? No? Why are you hiding behind me? Come out here, everyone wants to see you. Enthusiasm means that you are very, very excited about things. And what I've noticed is you get very excited about reading. Every time we have directions that are going on, you volunteer to read the directions. When we are reading passages from books, you volunteer to read. When we are reading from our social studies books, you volunteer to read. And you know what it says right here? That because you do all this, you get smarter and smarter and smarter. So keep having enthusiasm. Great.
Good morning, everyone. Nice job, first grade. I was really proud of what awesome writers and readers of poetry you've become since kindergarten. Awesome job. I'm here, Claire. Claire, just like her sister Julia, how exciting on the same day. It's an exciting day in the Payne house, huh? Is getting a leave today. Oops, I popped it out. Sorry. For fortitude as well. Wow. You Payne girls must be really hard workers, huh? Claire is getting a leave for fortitude for hard work in kindergarten, especially lately with sounding out words, right, Claire? She didn't really love sounding out words. She loved when she could recognize a word and read it, and that was awesome. But she knows that some words you can't just recognize and read. We get stuck sometimes, and she's been working at home and at school very, very hard on that, haven't you? You've been doing a great job all year long with that, and because of that, you're now becoming an awesome writer during Writer's Workshop, huh? You're able to sound out words and spell them with just a little bit of help, mostly on your own, right? You're doing an awesome, awesome job, Claire. I'm very proud of you. Awesome. And this is my friend Brady, and Brady is getting a leave today for friendship and honesty. You love to play with your friends, don't you, Brady? They're awesome. He can find a friend, anyone wants to play with him all the time. He's such a nice guy, yes, like that guy. And yeah, see, all his friends. And he is a great friend. And what I love about Brady is when you have a disagreement with someone, or maybe you forget a rule sometimes, because we all do that, right? You are always so honest when we have a talk about it and tell me what really happened, right? You admit when you do something maybe that wasn't right, and you try to do better the next time, and that is such a great, great quality. You are an awesome friend. We love, love having you, Brady. Great job. This is my friend Liam, and Liam is getting a leave for fortitude, for perseverance. That means for keeping trying, right, Liam? For trying and trying and trying and never giving up. And for optimism, you were right. You just asked me, am I getting a leave for optimism? And it says it right there, Liam. Optimism. And that means you always look on the bright side, don't you? Liam's been working very hard, haven't you, Liam, on staying focused, getting unpacked a little quicker, getting your work done sort of with the class, right? You've been working really hard on that. And he never gives up. He always does it with a smile. He comes in every day, smiling, ready for his day, ready to start again, and work as hard as he can to get those things done in a timely manner. And he's doing an awesome job. And what I also love about Liam is very proud of his family and of his background and his religion. He's traveled to many places in the world, haven't you, Liam? He's going to Israel actually next week. So he is so knowledgeable about all of this. I am so proud of him for that. He loves to share it. And whenever we've had a wonderful group of parents come in this year with all different backgrounds. He loves learning about that, don't you? You were so excited about it. You're always sitting right up front listening, and I love that about you. You're an awesome part of our class. Congratulations. Daniel, here's my friend Daniel. Daniel, you are getting a leave for temperance, for patience and self-control. Because whenever you like to be silly with your friends, right? You like to have fun. You have, just like you said, you're friends with Brady, you're friends with everyone. But as soon as I ring that chime, or as soon as I give the quiet signal, I can depend on Daniel to be sitting, folding his hands in his lap, right? And looking with those handsome eyes right at me, ready to start, right? And you're very patient waiting for some of your other friends to maybe take a little longer than you, right? You do a great job with it. You're a great role model. Awesome, Daniel. Lily is so excited, and Lily is last but certainly not least. You could have gotten a leaf for this all year long, Lily. She's getting a leaf for justice, for kindness, because Lily is a gentle, you're gentle and caring, aren't you, about everyone. She comes in smiling just like that. She's sweet and kind to everyone. I've never heard a mean word come out of her at all, ever. And she's always worried if someone's not happy or if something happens, she always tries to help them make it better and tries to help them in any way she can. And you're such a kind friend to everyone. I'm really proud of you. Good job. Hey, thank you, everyone.
So boys and girls, that brings an end to our assembly today. We are so proud of you, so proud of everybody who earned a character award, a leaf in the Forest of Virtue today. So proud of you who've earned them already so far this year. And we are very proud of our first graders who shared with us what they've learned about poetry. I'd like to end today's assembly by giving our first grade friends props. You guys remember how that goes? I'll show you, because it's been a little while. We do 2 claps, 2 taps, 2 snaps, and then we're going to give our first grade friends a point. They can point to themselves, and in a calm voice we'll say, yeah. Ready to try it? Yeah. Together with me on 3. 1, 2. Yeah. Family and friends,